Few artists in modern music have embodied both brilliance and tragedy as poignantly as Amy Jade Winehouse. Born in London on September 14, 1983, Winehouse grew into a singer-songwriter whose voice and artistry captured the raw emotions of her generation. With a blend of jazz, soul, and R&B, she forged a sound that was entirely her own, simultaneously contemporary and timeless. Yet Amy's story is one of contrasts. While her music earned critical acclaim and reshaped the British music landscape, her personal life was marred by addiction, tumultuous relationships, and relentless media scrutiny. This is the journey of Amy Winehouse, the meteoric rise, the intoxicating artistry, and the heartbreaking decline that ended with her untimely death. Early life and musical awakening, 1983 to 2002. Amy Winehouse was born into a Jewish family in the Southgate neighborhood of London. Her father, Mitch Winehouse, a taxi driver and jazz singer, and her mother, Janice, encouraged creativity, but also introduced Amy to a life of complex emotions and high expectations. From a young age, Amy exhibited prodigious musical talent. By the age of 10, she was writing songs and performing in local talent shows, influenced by jazz legends such as Sarah Vaughan, Dinah Washington, and Ella Fitzgerald. During her teenage years, Amy attended the Sylvia Young Theatre School, where her vocal range and songwriting skills became increasingly evident. Despite her artistic promise, she faced challenges at home and school, including early exposure to drugs and alcohol. These personal struggles would later echo in her music, creating an authenticity that resonated with millions. By 2002, Amy had joined the soul and jazz collective, the National Youth Jazz Orchestra, and started performing with local bands in Camden, London. Her unique vocal tone, simultaneously smoky, powerful, and vulnerable, quickly attracted the attention of talent scouts. It was clear that her voice was destined for something far greater than the London pub circuit. Breakthrough and global stardom, 2003 to 2007. Amy Winehouse's debut album, Frank, released in October 2003, showcased her remarkable songwriting and jazz-infused soul style. Named after her idol Frank Sinatra, the album received critical acclaim for its lyrical honesty and vocal prowess. Tracks such as Stronger Than Me and In My Bed displayed her fearless emotional vulnerability, earning her a Mercury Prize nomination and establishing her as a rising star in the UK music scene. The turning point came with her 2006 sophomore album, Back to Black, produced by Mark Ronson. Released on October 27, 2006, the record fused retro 1960s girl group aesthetics with contemporary soul and R&B, creating a sound that was both nostalgic and innovative. Singles like Rehab, You Know I'm No Good, and Back to Black became international hits, catapulting Amy to global fame. At the 2008 Grammy Awards, Winehouse won 5 Grammys, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist, cementing her place in music history. Her beehive hairdo, winged eyeliner, and tattoos became iconic symbols of her generation. Yet even amid success, Amy struggled with the pressures of fame. Her relationships, particularly with husband Blake Fielder Civil, were turbulent, and her increasing dependence on alcohol and drugs began to overshadow her talent. During this period, media scrutiny intensified. Paparazzi coverage, public meltdowns, and concert cancellations fueled a narrative of self-destruction, sometimes eclipsing her musical achievements. Despite this, Amy's influence on British music and youth culture was undeniable. Her fusion of jazz, soul, and contemporary pop created a template for a new wave of female artists. Personal struggles and professional challenges, 2007 to 2011. By 2007, Winehouse's personal struggles had escalated dramatically. Reports of erratic behavior, substance abuse, and legal issues made headlines worldwide. She entered rehabilitation multiple times, attempting to confront her addictions, yet relapse and public scrutiny often followed. Her live performances during these years were inconsistent. While some concerts revealed her vocal brilliance and raw emotion, others were marked by lateness, inebriation, or vocal strain, frustrating fans and critics alike. Despite these challenges, Amy remained committed to her music, collaborating with producers and planning new projects that promised to extend her legacy. A pivotal factor in her decline was her relationship with Blake Fielder-Civil. Their romance was passionate but toxic, intertwined with drugs and mutual instability. The media scrutinized their every move, and public attention increasingly focused on Amy's personal downfall rather than her artistry. By 2011, Winehouse had spent months living largely in isolation in Camden. Health complications from prolonged substance abuse, including alcohol and prescription drugs, had taken a severe toll. Efforts from family, friends, and management to intervene were ongoing, but complicated by Amy's resistance to sustain treatment and the intense media attention surrounding her life. The Final Days and Legacy, 2011 to present. On July 23, 2011, Amy Winehouse was found dead in her Camden home at the age of 27, joining the notorious 27 Club alongside Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Kurt Cobain. The coroner's report concluded that her death was caused by alcohol poisoning, a tragic endpoint to years of substance abuse. Amy's death shocked the world, prompting vigils and tributes across the UK and beyond. The Amy Winehouse Foundation, established by her family, works to prevent drug and alcohol misuse among young people, ensuring that her legacy extends beyond music. Posthumous releases, including the compilation album Lioness, Hidden Treasures in 2011, have preserved her voice and artistry for new generations. Her influence is evident in countless contemporary artists, including Adele, Duffy, and Lady Gaga, who cite Winehouse as a pivotal inspiration. Beyond music, Amy's story serves as a cautionary tale about the pressures of fame, the consequences of addiction, and the human cost of public scrutiny. Lessons and reflections. Amy Winehouse's life embodies a complex interplay of talent, fame, and personal struggle. Her music, characterized by emotional honesty and genre-blending innovation, transformed modern soul and jazz-influenced pop. Yet her life also reminds society of the destructive potential of addiction, the consequences of intense media attention, and the fragility of even the most gifted individuals. Her story continues to resonate as a reflection on human vulnerability and artistic brilliance. Amy's legacy challenges audiences to consider the cost of fame and the importance of mental health and compassionate support systems. And do you think a society obsessed with celebrity can ever protect its stars from self-destruction? Should Amy Winehouse be remembered more for her musical genius or the tragedy of her personal life? How do you think? Her story can influence future generations to balance creativity, fame, and well-being. Share your thoughts below, and keep Amy Winehouse's voice alive through reflection, conversation, and music. Want more true stories? Don't forget to subscribe to our Real One Stories channel for more real-life stories that shaped history.